Hello friends, and welcome to another video. Got yet another question about Identifyy, and I'm gonna actually create a playlist here on the channel about Identifyy and Content ID so I can have all of these videos organized. So maybe with your help we can do this together. So whenever somebody comes into the channel, they will see different playlist, if you will, of the videos that I have here. And Identifyy and Content ID has to have a place here on the channel for sure. Because it's such a big topic, and again, it has revolutionized the way I monetize my music. And you know, it took me a long time, man, to join Content ID. I was watching some old videos, and I was talking about how proud I am that I'm not joining Content ID, which was a terrible mistake. So, you know, I don't tend to watch my old videos, but I was just looking for some B-roll footage to add to some of my videos here, and something that I wanted to do. And I came across this video, and I was talking about that, like, oh, I don't join Content ID because I'm always looking for new libraries, and some libraries don't want Content ID. Now I have changed my mind completely about that, of course. And I have another question here which I want to read to you very quickly. So do you upload all of the edits on Identifyy as well as the main track? And no, you don't need to do that. I believe that the shortest edit or the shortest file that they accept, I believe, is 30 seconds, I believe. I'm not sure. So if you have an edit below that, or if it's a short edit, I don't think that system is not gonna register it, or they're just gonna refuse to put Content ID on it. But the main file is all you need, really. As far as I know, this is all I've been doing anyways. And when I reach out to Content ID, or to Identifyy, I should say, this is all that they need. There's no need to upload different edits. I mean, I don't know about loops and stuff like that, but I just upload just the main file, and that should be enough to pick up a loop, really. I'm not sure about different alternative edits, like just drum and bass and stuff like that, or a bed version. I'm not really sure, and it's something that I will have to investigate. But 30-second edits and 15-second edits, I don't upload. It's just the main file, and that's that. I don't know if my friend Frank, who's I call my music licensing advisor, and he's a good friend of mine, and he does very well for himself with music licensing. He might know more about this than me. Probably he will leave it in the comment section if he's watching this, but I will probably reach out. I should have reached out to him before I did this video, actually. But as far as I know, I'm only focusing on main tracks, the full version of the tracks on Content ID at the moment. And that has worked really, really well. I'm gonna be adding more Content ID videos here on the channel for sure. Especially when it comes to documenting the whole journey and see the results. So if I am wrong with loop versions, for example, or bed versions, which I don't think you should upload to Content ID, again, I'll have to look into it. But as far as I know, the main track should be enough to pick up the tracks. Okay, so it's not like PROs that you have to register everything. Right, every single edit and everything has to be registered. So I'm not really sure about that. But one thing for sure is that they don't accept very short version of files in there. It has to be longer than 30 seconds or something like that anyway. So the less work for us, the better, man. I'm gonna be honest here. If I can just upload one track to Content ID and that will cover me for the track, then I'm fine with it. I don't want to upload more things and make it more complicated for me. So this is something that I will try to look into it, and maybe I'll do a video if I come up with a different answer. But for now, as far as I know, you don't need to upload short edits. Anyways, this is a quick video that I wanted to do, my friend. Thank you so much for the love and support. If you're new to this, download my free guide, link in the description. And I'm always updating that guy. Thank you so much again, my friend, for all the questions. Leave your question behind videos, and drop a comment or something so I can answer to your questions, and maybe we can get to the bottom of certain things. This is a very good question, actually, that this fellow composer had, and I'm certainly going to be documenting and progressing. The idea of these videos is not just of how to, but it's a living, breathing thing of behind the scenes and documentation of what I do here, and hopefully you can do the same thing with your music, meaning that as we are changing and as we're growing in this marketplace, you know, we can join Content ID, we can use different tools and strategies, different libraries, and then document this process here on the library, here on the channel, and create a body of work which will be a library of videos, so you can see the progress and you can see what I do as transparent as possible as well, like, you know, what we're doing here with Identifyy. Like, hey, before I was not with Identifyy with Content ID, now I am learning as you are, and, you know, meaning that, hey, I just joined Identifyy, there's a video about that and you can go and watch it. And then the first report, right, like how I upload my music, and my second report, then my third report, like, hey, I'm getting a payout now at the end of the month for the first quarter here with Identifyy. So you can see that this is like a living, breathing content creation thing that I'm doing here. So we can all benefit from this, okay? For me, sharing my journey has been my #1 priority here. And when I get questions like this, then obviously it makes me want to research and say, like, well, you know what, you might have a point. I know this for a fact that you shouldn't do this and do that, or you don't need to do that. But the other stuff, as I am talking to the camera and answering the question, it makes me wonder, like, well, what about loops and what about bed versions and all of that? And yeah, certainly I want to create content around that and grow and evolve and answer the questions that you might have, which will bring us together to a different set of questions, which will require different answers and different approaches. And sometimes, you know, it's better to do it like that, like in public, right? Like, it's not just about like, here's how you make money with your music, but actually, this is what I'm doing, this is how you can do it, and let's do it together. And by the way, I've just done this, check it out, right? And not wait for the results, but actually doing it and documenting this process here on the channel. That's the goal. And that's one of the reasons why I wanted to show up every single day. And I know I'm doing this video longer than it should be, but you know, it's something that is really close to my heart. Showing up every day as a way of documentation, instead of just doing videos of like 3 things on how to license your music, which I've done videos like that in the past. More like a vlog, yeah, like a diary entry of what I'm doing on a day-to-day basis and talking about a particular topic. And yes, of course, I'm gonna spice up the content, like show you how I make the music, you know. So as you're watching this video, it's about a question, it's about Content ID, it's Identifyy, and I do that. But other videos could be different. Other videos is talking about different things and more about the music production, the composition. If I'm composing a track, the first thing that comes to my mind, apart from monetizing that music track, is to share it here with you, so you can see what I'm working on and how I make the music. And one thing feeds the other, man, you know? I mean, one thing feeds the other, the music, the composition, the videos, everything, the teaching. I really feel that the best way that I can become better as a composer is not only by doing, but as well by sharing my knowledge here with you guys and everything that I'm doing. Anyways, thank you so much for the love and support, my friend. You've been really kind by watching these videos and trying to keep up with the daily videos. I know it can be a little bit hard and overwhelming. I'm breaking all the rules when it comes down to YouTube, meaning that I'm doing videos that I want to do. I don't care about the algorithm in any way, shape, or form. Of course, I want these videos to be seen, so I need your help with that by subscribing and liking them. But if you notice, I don't even do that here on the channel. I've never said, please subscribe or like my videos. My only call to action for you here on this channel is to join my mailing list and pretty much just subscribe to my mailing list by downloading my free guide, so you can not only learn how to monetize your music, but have a direct communication with me and get special freebies that I provide for my audience, which happen on email, okay? And of course, yes, discounts and all of the rest and promotions that I do behind closed doors. But I'm breaking all the rules here on YouTube by showing up every day. Apparently, that's not a good thing for the algorithm. I don't care. Some others say that it's a good thing. I mean, the truth of the matter is that we have to do what we believe in. I believe in creativity in music and the power of showing up. And YouTube, based on the data that I'm collecting by showing up here every day, YouTube is really liking it. So I like that too. It's still a small channel, but it will grow over time for sure. And this motivates me to create more music, more videos, more music. It's like a cycle of creativity, and it keeps me accountable, okay? Anyways, my friend, I hope you're doing well. I hope that you're doing great. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Again, I can't express that enough here on this video. And of course, I'll see you tomorrow in another video, my friend.